me.
Lewis Hamilton.
Is that for me? Oh, thank you, buddy.
Where's Harrison? Harrison!
Lando's still getting some advice there. Sorry, Kimi, if you wouldn't mind just getting in there for the picture once we've finished the chat. Once again, everybody.
Hey Lewis, obviously not quite enough to hold off Kimi, but still great to get P2 in front of your home fans. How satisfying is that, at least?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's never fun to go back, but great day yesterday. We're right in the fight, which we were really not expecting this weekend. So with that, I'm really happy, and I'm really happy with the effort the team is making to try and close that gap. We're slowly getting closer, but just not quite there yet.
It was entertaining. It looked like a little battle just between you and Kimi there. You had a bit of gap between you and the rest. Ultimately, is the Mercedes still have a slight edge over your car at the moment around this track?
I mean, they've won everything so far, pretty much, so yes. That's not changed, and we still got work to do. So, but I gave it absolutely everything and squeezed as much as I could out of the car. But you can see just on the straight, that's really where that's where we lost it today.
Obviously you wanted the win in front of the home fans, but how was the performance of the car, first of all?
Yeah, the car was good today. It's felt good all weekend. Relatively decent start, nice and close battle with Kimi, and pretty good first lap where I was able to create a bit of a buffer between us, and then I was pushing as hard as I could to try and keep that gap above 1 second, but in my toe, he was just closing, and then he got into the one set. As soon as he got into the overtake mode, once he had the overtake mode, I couldn't get rid of him, and then he was just on me from then on. So he came flying past halfway down the straight to Stowe.
Now, given what you were saying on Thursday about your expectations for the weekend, how much of a surprise has the pace of the car been?
It has been. I said yesterday, it's a big surprise. Honestly, the guys were talking about it being a, 6-7 tenth deficit on the straights. In the last race, we we're losing 4/10 on the straight in the race every lap, and that's obviously a hard gap to try and close through corners. And I imagine it's something similar maybe here. It was less so yesterday. We seemed like we were doing pretty decent on the single lap, but in the race, that margin increases with deployment. So, but you know, the guys have done a fantastic job just continuing to bring parts. They're pushing so hard, and that's what I like to see.
So, qualifying later, confident that you can start P1 again?
I mean, everyone's progressing. I'm sure they're going to be progressing in this in qualifying. It was so close between us. I have some more time to pull out the car, so I didn't get absolutely everything out of the car in quali. So try and see if I can. I was very close, but I'm going to try and see if I can pull that extra bit of time out so we can stay in the fight.
All right, very well done to you. And Lando, P6 to P. Yeah.
Diletta Colombo, Automoto. A question for the three of you. Most drivers were a bit skeptical about how racing would look like here. How was it today out there with the new regulation?
Kimi, why don't we start with you? Lewis, please.
Yes, it's not as bad as again coming into the weekend. I think some drivers had been on the sim and said how poor the deployment would be. I mean, the engine does cut off, and it's still not ideal, but it still feels good going through Copse and through Max and Beckett's. I mean, the engine is kind of dying through there in 7th gear. You're not getting into 8th gear there, or at least we aren't. And then down the straight where it pulls and it just stops pulling and starts dying. I mean, you want the engine just to keep going, and that's more what racing, I would say, is probably about. But yeah, that's about it.
Magazine.com question for you, Lewis. Kimi did an analysis of lap 8 already. Can you confirm that? Did you do a little mistake earlier before the overtake happened? And did you have any energy left on that hanger straight? And how did it feel in the car?
I don't remember. Are you talking about turn 4? Or
I think for you want to be wide?
Maybe.
On entry,
yeah. I mean, it was quite tricky through 3 and 4. He was generally a bit quicker than me, particularly through 3. But yeah, he was just getting closer and closer to me. So I don't really remember it, to be honest. Coming out of 13, I didn't have anything left. So.
Thank you. Next. Yeah, Johnny.
John over the race to Lewis. You talked yesterday about being scared before, or the team was scared you before the weekend, about being 6 tenths off the Mercedes. Why do you think this weekend's been so different to expectations? Because your deployment yesterday even surprised Mercedes how strong it was.
I don't have an answer for you. I literally, after qualifying, I literally said that to the guys after we finished our debrief. I was like, so what do you think? Like, yesterday you said it was going to be like this, and it was completely different, and they said they only have, at the moment, questions. They don't have any answers to it.
Thanks.
Leonid Klug, Grand Prix, a question for all three. Are you surprised with how George is performing this season? A bit of inconsistency, also the gap to Kimi today. Any explanation from your perspective, and maybe even an advice?
Kimi, you got the mic.
I mean, I don't really want to answer this. I don't like talking about others, to be fair. Others' performance. I just focus on myself. And but George is very strong. And for sure he's gonna be back at this form. And especially in qualifying, he's always a very good qualifier. He's always able to extract the maximum out of it. So yeah, I think he's a very strong driver, and for sure every driver have their moments. And on my side, I just need to keep focusing on myself.
Lewis?
You should be a politician. It's so good. It's nothing to do with me. I'm not really focusing on anybody else.
Lando. All right, next one.
you today. Third place, you obviously had the high of sprint qualifying yesterday, but are you satisfied still to be starting in the top 3 at Silverstone?
Am I satisfied?
Yeah, you're in the top 3.
P3, but I'm happy to be up here. Both of these guys did a great job today. Charles obviously been making good improvements, and we just didn't have the pace, unfortunately, of the Mercedes. It's been kind of a thing for a while, but we're slowly closing the gap, and to have both of us up here is great for the team.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Much more Charles Leclerc performance in qualifying from the very first lap. You've got to be pleased to be back in. Huge cheers all the way around for you today. Kimi!
Hey Lewis, I'm starting to get used to you fighting for pole, or at least going in kind of hoping you can fight for pole. So what is the overarching kind of feeling out there after a top 3 start, but obviously not the pole you would have wanted?
It's not as good as yesterday. Yesterday just felt the car was really well together, so well balanced, and just from one session to the other, just getting quicker and quicker. And today I was struggling on the braking. The car was snapping or locking, and just wasn't underneath me the same.
But even so, you're still in the top 3. Can go after the win tomorrow, do you think?
I'm not trying to be negative, but the Mercedes is just flat out quicker, and if we're not able to get him on the first lap, he will just disappear into the distance.
Why do you think you weren't able to emulate the sprint quali performance?
It just wasn't as fast today. We made a couple of changes to the car, but nothing major, like the tiniest of changes. But just didn't feel quite as comfortable as I did yesterday.
And how significant is the deployment issue here? How much of a headache will that be tomorrow, do you think?
It was the same this morning in the sprint. It was quite a bit of an issue for us, just having different deployments to these guys. Whether or not we'll have something different tomorrow, we'll find out.
Does it hamstring you? Does it feel frustrating? Particularly at a circuit like this where you want to go all out?
Any circuit, when you're on your full throttle and the power is dropping away and the guy ahead's pulling away, of course that's frustrating. But we understand that's where we are, and we just keep continuing to work. But this is a great result for the team to have a second and third, and hopefully we can try to apply some pressure tomorrow.
Thank you.
Let's come to you now. We've just been discussing how Charles found a big chunk of time between run 1 and run 2. You didn't. Do you feel there was more time in the car today?
No, not particularly. I think in run 2, actually my run 2 was pretty decent, but I lost my deployment. There was a problem with the deployment basically, and I lost like 0.3 down the back straight. But that got fixed for towards the end. I just struggled more in this qualifying session with the car, a lot more understeer. But I'm still happy to be up here.
I mean, a lot of people will think, gosh, you weren't as quick as you were in sprint pole yesterday, but that's down to the understeer, down to the deployment that you've just talked about?
Yeah, those two, and then the braking, for example, for turn 3, Kimi was talking about it, but that was quite inconsistent for me today with the settings that we ended up choosing. But happy to see both Charles and I up here.
Look, and after everything you learned in the sprint this morning, how confident are you for the race tomorrow? Can you beat the man on your right?
I mean, we couldn't this morning, so I don't think that really changes, and he's just gone way quicker than I went yesterday. So nothing's changed between this morning and nothing will change between today and tomorrow. We'll do our best to hold on to them, but ultimately, if he gets a clean run, he'll be gone.
All right, well, look, good luck with that, Lewis. Thank you very much. Let's now open this to
Lewis, please. On Thursday, you were sort of talking quite a lot about how the sort of sensation of a lap around Silverstone would be very different with these new cars, these new engines. Now that you've done all your laps sort of properly as quick as you're going to go this weekend, was it as bad as you feared? Was it better? How was it?
No, and I mentioned that earlier today, but it's I think we've all been surprised. It's really a lot better than we anticipated it, and it's still really great fun to drive this track. it's for me it's my favorite circuit. I think it's incredible with the wind, the whole setup. I think Silverstone's done an exceptional job in building up this place over the years and creating the home for the crowd, the British crowd. It's just every morning when you make your way here, you see people here so enthusiastic. It's the best energy that you see anywhere, and not just supporting one driver. It's like covering the whole grid. So that's great to see. Yeah, hoping for a good day tomorrow, whether it's wind direction and who knows. Yeah, everything is as normal tomorrow.
Thank you, Suha.
Gonna take a picture, Lewis.
Thank you.
Lewis.